Shalom, shalom. It's your brother Malcolm from the branch of GMS here in Chicago, coming at you with another lesson in truth. Giving all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, whom I worship. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS, who are the true leaders set up on earth by the Most High and His Son, Yahushai. Salutations to Yakim, to my fellow laborers that do this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so. And the confusion of faith, brethren that are joined unto our ranks. A salutation to the Yakworth, Salakia, to the Yakwath, that are listening and learning, all right, with truth and sincerity. To you, I say shalom. This is going to be a follow-up to 2017, Eve of Destruction, leading into 2018. It is now 2018. And I did a short sit down speaking about death and destruction and how it's going to happen all across America and around the world. And that's exactly what's happened. And these are just a few things, you know. There's still a lot of things that we haven't even heard about yet. I'm more than positive. But let's begin with a scripture. All right. And the first scripture is going to be in Corinthians. 1 Corinthians, 2 Corinthians, like you. 4 and 9. And it reads, "For I think that power hath sent forth us, the apostles last, as it were appointed to death. For we are made a spectacle unto the world, and to angels, and to men." And GMS and our Akim that teach the likewise doctrine, the truth, that's exactly what we are. These guys inside of these churches aren't made a spectacle, okay? Receiving letters and things of that nature. They're not even the voices and the faces that you see when you go on the internet to search out this truth. The voices and the faces you see first are ours, because we were doing it first, okay? The apostles have been doing this, ever since Abba Bivens was that vessel chosen by the Most High to deliver this truth, the new song, man. Because that song of Christianity, look at its track record and look at what it's done throughout the earth. It's brought nothing but death and destruction, man. Slavery and oppression is what it has rendered. The everything being turned upside down, women over the men. Men are beyond effeminate. Everything that the Bible is against is okay under the banner of Christianity. Because Americans are so-called based upon biblically based country, and they're the leaders of the free world, so they speak. And what they brought with them was their folly. The Bible is just a cloak, because they're really the wicked, man. And then you people follow the lies, the blatant and apparent lies, which are right in your face, man. And because of your pride, you refuse to look at the truth. Well, the truth of the matter is, the Most High blinded the lot of you, the many of you, man. All right. But let's go into some of these. I said that there was going to be death, so let's read some of these things. This is from USA Today. 13 shot, 1 dead in Chicago. All right, and I'm sure there's more. And it also says that 2018 begins with record cold. That brought deaths too. All right, this is from the Guardian and the Telegraph. Two different stories on this resources with the same stories. 4 young men killed in London in a New Year stabbing. All right, CNN, top CEO killed in a New Year Eve plane crash. All right, a New Year's Eve plane crash, his plane goes down. All right, a man in Hopewell killed. Oh, then that plane crash was CNN, by the way. WTVR, man killed in Hopewell. USA Today, British businessman and family killed in a plane crash. All right. His whole family was put to death, man. Okay. In the Mirror, New Year's Eve fireworks accident kills 2 men. Okay. Let's get a scripture. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, or the book of Sirach, which I prefer to call it that. Sometimes if you say Ecclesiasticus or Ecclesiasticus, people mistake the two. So the book of Sirach, this is Sirach 39 and 28. For there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. So these spirits, that spirit that was created, it was created for vengeance, man. It could come in the form of a pit bull, a lion, a bear, a snake, you know, a venomous creature. All right, it can come in the form of a man or a woman behind a wheel using their car as a weapon. You know, it can come as a shooter, a stabber. You know, and it says, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. So they hurt, they create pain as they give the strokes of death. All right. They appease the wrath of him that made them. Who made those spirits? The Most High. And they're appeasing his wrath because the Most High is the one who authorized that hit. All right. Going back to the first video. Judgment comes from on high, man. All right. The Lord that's done. And when someone dies down here on earth, the scripture clearly says that not even a sparrow will drop out of the sky. You know, if the Lord didn't ordain it, man. Psalms 45 and because you got people that scoffing already. Go check the scriptures, man. You know, and one of my main go-to scriptures is Psalms 45 and 7. And the Lord completely tells you that he creates the light and the darkness. He creates good and evil. He, the Lord, does these things, man. So he has a right-hand side for righteousness, and he has someone on the left-hand side for wickedness. And when someone is needs to be destroyed, he will send forth an evil spirit to do that bidding. It's also in the first book of Kings, the last chapter, I do believe. 1 Kings 21, if I'm not mistaken. Matter of fact, I wasn't going to get that, but let's go and search it out. Just to quell any scoffing that might come from the statement, because you got these Johnny come lately, as Apostle Tahar said, I'm trying to ride on the coattail of a GMS. Everyone wants to debate us. We're that spectacle. That's why everyone wants to debate us, to get fame, to get notoriety. They want to be the ones that prove us wrong. Like you got this Orthodox Moor now, this guy, you know, these guys cleave unto us. What's his name? Vocab Malone. All he did was spread the message and bring more disparity among Edomites, man. Because anyone who's being honest with themselves and they do the research and listen and hear what we're saying, we're not speaking from our own minds. We're speaking about what the scriptures say, man. And it doesn't benefit everyone. And then once they finally find that out, you know, hey, if you're an Edomite and you run around trying to live in the Christian lifestyle, stop wasting your time, man. Go in and do your wickedness and enjoy what time you have left, man. This is just to prove what I said about the spirits being sent. All right. This is 1 Kings 22, and I'm starting at verse 19 and read down to 23. And he said, hear thou therefore the word of Yahweh. I saw Yahweh sitting on his throne, and all the hosts of heaven standing by him on his right and on his left hand. So there were the hosts, meaning the armies of heaven. They're both his. The left-hand side, which is controlled by who the world ignorantly calls the devil. Satan controls the spiritual, the spirit, the left-hand side spirit, Satan, the angel, it sits at the left-hand side of the Father, controlling that army, that group of hosts, man. And he does what the Most High tells him to do. He doesn't operate on his own. Okay? You go Job, the 1st and 2nd chapter, to back up what I just said. There's 2 precepts to prove that. All right? But it says in verse 20, and Yahweh said, who will persuade Ahab that he may go up and fall, meaning that he may go up and die, all right, at Ramoth Gilead. And one said on this matter, and another said on that matter. So the Lord is sanctioning a hit on a king down here on earth, man. All right. 21. And there came forth a spirit that stood before the Lord and said, I will persuade him. All right. And Yahweh said unto him, wherewith? And he said, I will go forth, and I will be a lion spirit out of the mouth of all his prophets. And he said, thou shalt persuade him and prevail also. Go forth and do so. So the Most High God, which you people ignorantly and stupidly, like this woman Glenda Palms made a comment on a video as recently, all right, on one of Apostle Tahar's videos. You stupid, ignorant people who think the Lord is only love, that you can put the creator of everything, all right, the author of everything, in a box where he can give you all the emotions of love, anger, hate, fear, happiness, sadness, but he can only feel, Lord, you are out of your damn mind. You're just stupid. There's no other word from you. You're damn retarded stupid, man. Okay? Now, therefore, behold, Yahweh hath put a lying spirit in the mouth of all these prophets, and Yahweh hath spoken evil concerning thee. So, the Lord is what is hey, you people that don't believe this, the Lord has put you to listen to those lying prophets, man. Because what we're saying is aligned with the scriptures, man. What I'm saying is not, I don't benefit from this. I don't get paid. If anything, I get ridiculed and mocked for it. But what I'm saying is lined up with what the scriptures say. It's simple as that, man. All right. So the messages of the truth had to come through men. And they're the men who stand on the highways and made a spectacle of, man. All right. Not the ones sitting comfortably. And the funny thing is the scripture that I'm thinking of about this woman that made this comment on Apostle Tahar's video. The guy who's coming against him is wearing a necktie with a bald head and no beard. He's got a goatee, man. They're screaming at Israelites, which most of them didn't know it. They're trying to jump on a bandwagon to make money. That's why he's in the church and not on the highways and byways, facing the elements and the people, all right, facing the dangers of being on the street. And he's comfortably in the church. But you know what? He's not safe in that, because the day's going to come when those people in those churches are going to start putting these false prophets to death, man. All right? Let's get back to the lesson, man. New York Post. Adult diapers and cold didn't stop these people from Times Square. So you had people that were willing to go out there and stand out in record cold, where people are actually freezing to death and dying in, animals were dying in, and wear adult diapers to shit and piss on themselves so they can stand out there in great folly, man. Folly is set in great dignity. Stupidity, ignorance is set in great dignity here in Babylon, man. You know what? Let's go get that scripture, man. This is that's in Ecclesiastes 10 and 7 or 6. Yeah, Ecclesiastes 10 and 6. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in a low place. The rich is really the Israelites, man. But folly is set, and stupidity and ignorance is set in a high place, man. In great dignity. Okay? That's just what it is, man. This is Isaiah 5 and 20. Woe to them that call evil good and good evil, and that put darkness for light, and light for darkness, and put bitter for sweet, and sweet for bitter. Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes, and prudent in their own sight. Okay? Here's another thing that happened. This is from that story about the diapers was out of the New York Post. This is out of the Express and the Metro. Niagara Falls freezes over, and sharks freeze to death. So why are sharks in places where temperatures get cold? Why are there birds struggling to fly south because it was like spring-like and fall-like temperatures, and all of a sudden they turn freezing cold, man? And a lot of these animals are freezing to death. Why? Because the earth is out of course, man. It's all screwed up. Even the animals don't know what to do, what they naturally do anymore. Why? They're species of things that are dead, that are gone, and their receptors and everything's all confused and turned upside down, man. And on whose watch? The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Who's the current rulership over the world right now? Which is a beautiful thing to see them losing it. But they're still the leaders, man. And that's Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Okay? Why the hell would sharks be in Niagara Falls anywhere? What would they be doing? They wouldn't have lived. That's fresh water, man. But they're finding sharks dead, frozen in them. Because everything's out of course. These things you got animals that are swimming and going places where they don't belong, man. Everything's all backwards and confused. Okay? Couple more scriptures here. This is got that. That's Amos. Salakia. I'm trying to find Habakkuk. I want to check something before I read it. It just popped in my head. I want to look at it before I read it to make sure. Oh yeah, here, yeah, this is a good one. This is Habakkuk 3:8. Was the Lord displeased against the rivers? Was thy anger against the rivers? Was thy wrath against the sea? That thou didst ride upon thine horses and thy chariots of salvation? So, hey, look, the Lord is bringing destruction upon our life, man. Okay? What did the shark do? All right? What did the rivers do? All right? But there's going to be a lot of death in the seas and the rivers, man. You got seas and water beds that are going to totally dry up when that fire comes, man. Okay? This is Amos 3:7. And it reads, surely Yahweh power will do nothing but reveal his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. And that's the men of GMS, man. All right? And the men that teach the likewise doctrines. The truth. You know, the brothers of men of valor. The brothers of DTA. And, you know, and a few other brothers that are out there, you know, that are that don't bear the name of GMS, but acknowledge and honor the apostles as their teachers, man. Because you have to be taught this. He sent this came in through a message, through a man, as the scripture said. And then the other elect men were guided unto him. And now this message had to get out to the rest of the children of Israel, who had to wake up to who they were, man. Romans 8:16, man. All right. The Ezekiel 37, the dry bones, the Israelites had to wake up. Baruch 2:30, man. And sing that new song. And why the new song? Because the world's been listening to the Bible and they've been taught love all. And that's not in the Bible. That's a lie. That is not in the Bible. And if you're teaching that and you believe in that, you're teaching it, you're a liar. And if you believe in it, you're just stupid. You've been bamboozled, man. Last scripture. Ezekiel 2:5. And whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, they are a rebellious house, yet shall know that there have been a prophet among them. So with that, I'm going to say all praises, glory, and honor be unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Abishai and Abba Babal.